Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. Since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved. Men are so simple of mind, and so much dominated by their immediate needs, that a deceitful man will always find plenty who are ready to be deceived. Entrepreneurs are simply those who understand that there is little difference between obstacle and opportunity, and are able to turn both to their advantage. There is no other way to guard yourself against flattery than by making men understand that telling you the truth will not offend you. Any man who tries to be good all the time is bound to come to ruin among the great number who are not good. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Of mankind, we may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. Men rise from one ambition to another. First, they seek to secure themselves against attack, and then they attack others. A sign of intelligence is an awareness of one's own ignorance. Politics have no relation to morals. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. It is a common fault not to anticipate storms when the sea is calm. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. I'm not interested in preserving the status quo, I want to overthrow it. A son can bear with equanimity the loss of his father, but the loss of his inheritance may drive him to despair. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. There is nothing more important than appearing to be religious. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. God is not willing to do everything, and thus take away our free will, and that share of glory which belongs to us. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. One who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived. To understand the nature of the people, one must be a prince, and to understand the nature of the prince, one must be of the people. Never do an enemy a small injury. Always assume incompetence before looking for conspiracy. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. Power is the pivot on which everything hinges. He who has the power is always right. The weaker is always wrong. Men in general judge more by the sense of sight than by the sense of touch, because everyone can see, but few can test by feeling. Hence it comes about that all armed prophets have been victorious, and all unarmed prophets have been destroyed. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver. A government which does not trust its citizens to be armed is not itself to be trusted. Princes and governments are far more dangerous than other elements within society.